Ladies and gentlemen, it's a privilege to stand before you today and share what I believe are the 10 most important lessons I want my kids and every child to carry through life. These aren't just words, they're the guiding principles that shape character, purpose, and destiny. Believing in yourself is the cornerstone of a fulfilling and successful life. It's not about arrogance or thinking you're better than others, it's about recognizing your unique abilities, talents, and potential, even when the world doubts you. Self-belief is what keeps you moving forward in the face of challenges, setbacks, and failures. It's the quiet but powerful force that whispers you can do this when everything around you seems to suggest otherwise. From an early age, we're surrounded by voices, family, friends, teachers, and society at large shaping our perception of who we are and what we can achieve. While some of these voices are encouraging, others can plant seeds of doubt. The key is learning to filter those voices and focus on the one that truly matters, your own. When you trust in your abilities, you're not just preparing yourself to succeed, you're giving yourself permission to dream, to take risks, and to reach beyond the limitations others may impose. Belief in yourself isn't something that magically appears, it's built over time. Every small victory, whether it's mastering a skill, overcoming a fear, or solving a problem, adds another brick to the foundation of your confidence. These moments remind you of your resilience and capacity to overcome obstacles. On the flip side, self-doubt can be debilitating, paralyzing you with fear of failure. But here's the thing, self-doubt isn't permanent unless you let it be. Every time you push through uncertainty, you weaken its grip and strengthen your faith in yourself. One of the most important aspects of self-belief is understanding that mistakes and failures don't define you, they refine you. When you stumble, it's easy to think, maybe I'm not good enough, but failure isn't a reflection of your worth, it's an opportunity to learn and grow. Embrace it as part of your journey, and you'll discover that every misstep brings you closer to your goals. People who believe in themselves don't let failure have the final word, they use it as fuel to keep going. It's also essential to surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage you. While self-belief comes from within, the people in your life can either nurture or undermine it. Choose friends, mentors, and role models who inspire you to see the best in yourself and remind you of your potential when you forget. Believing in yourself isn't about being certain of the outcome, it's about being certain that no matter what happens, you have the strength to face it. It's about trusting that you are enough, not just when you succeed, but even when you fall short. Life will always test you, and there will be moments when the odds seem stacked against you. In those moments, your belief in yourself will be your greatest weapon, your strongest ally, and your most reliable source of hope. When you hold on to it, there's nothing you can't achieve. Hard work is the foundation of any meaningful achievement in life. While talent and opportunities may play a role, nothing substitutes the dedication and consistent effort it takes to turn dreams into reality. Hard work doesn't just bring success, it shapes your character, instilling discipline, resilience, and a sense of pride in what you accomplish. It teaches you that the journey is just as important as the destination and that the value of your goals is magnified by the effort you invest in reaching them. In today's world, there's a growing allure of instant results, quick fixes, overnight success stories, and shortcuts to achieving goals. But these are illusions. Behind every great achievement lies countless hours of effort, preparation, and sacrifice. Hard work isn't glamorous, it's often tedious, exhausting, and lonely. It means putting in the time when no one is watching, staying focused when distractions are tempting, and pushing forward when giving up feels easier. But this commitment is what sets apart those who succeed from those who settle. Working hard doesn't mean working endlessly without direction. It's about having a clear goal, creating a plan, and putting in the necessary effort to execute that plan. It requires consistency, showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. Success isn't built on occasional bursts of effort, but on the steady accumulation of small wins over time. Whether it's mastering a skill, building a career, or strengthening relationships, hard work ensures you're not leaving your future to chance, but actively shaping it. There will be moments when the results of your effort aren't immediately visible, and it may feel like your work isn't paying off. These are the times when hard work truly matters, because perseverance during these periods often leads to breakthroughs. It's easy to stay motivated when progress is evident, but the real test of character is continuing to work hard when success feels distant. Trust the process, because every step forward, even the small ones, brings you closer to your goal. Hard work is also a reflection of respect for your dreams, respect for the people who support you, and respect for the opportunities you've been given. It shows that you value the chance to make something of yourself and are willing to do what it takes to honor that chance. At the same time, hard work builds confidence. When you know you've given your all, you can face challenges with the assurance that you've done everything in your power to succeed. What's most rewarding about hard work isn't just the success it brings, but the transformation it creates within you. It turns potential into ability, dreams into accomplishments, and effort into fulfillment. When you work hard, you're not just building a life, you're building yourself, your discipline, determination, and integrity. In the end, the results of hard work go far beyond material achievements. They leave you with a sense of pride and purpose that no shortcut could ever provide. Kindness is one of the most powerful virtues we can cultivate in ourselves and teach to others. It's often underestimated in a world that emphasizes competition, strength, and self-interest, but true kindness requires courage, empathy, and a deep understanding of what it means to be human. Being kind doesn't mean being weak or letting others take advantage of you. It means choosing to treat others with respect, compassion, and dignity, even when it's not the easiest option. Kindness is a strength that has the potential to transform not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. At its core, kindness is about connection. It's recognizing that every person you encounter is fighting their own battles and carrying their own burdens. A kind word, a thoughtful gesture, or a moment of creative patience can make a world of difference to someone who may be struggling silently. Often it's the small acts of kindness that leave the biggest impact: a smile, a listening ear, or simple acknowledgement of someone's efforts. These actions cost little but carry immense value, showing others that they are seen, heard, and valued. Kindness also has a profound effect on the person practicing it. When you act kindly, you create a positive ripple effect in your own life. Studies show that kindness can improve mental health, reduce stress, and increase feelings of happiness and satisfaction. Helping others and showing compassion shifts your focus outward, fostering gratitude and strengthening your relationships. It's a reminder that life is not just about what you gain, but also about what you give. Practicing kindness isn't always easy. There will be times when you feel frustrated, hurt, or impatient. In those moments, kindness becomes a choice rather than an instinct. It's a decision to rise above negativity, even when faced with rudeness or hostility. This doesn't mean tolerating abuse or allowing others to disrespect you. Setting healthy boundaries is also an act of kindness toward yourself. True kindness is balanced. It involves self-respect and respect for others. One of the most powerful aspects of kindness is its contagious nature. When you show kindness, you inspire others to do the same, creating a chain reaction of goodwill. Think of a time when someone went out of their way to be kind to you. It likely brightened your day and encouraged you to pass that kindness forward. This ripple effect can spread far beyond what you might imagine, making the world a better place in small but meaningful ways. Kindness also transcends differences. In a world divided by race, religion, politics, and culture, kindness reminds us of our shared humanity. It bridges gaps and builds understanding, fostering an environment where people can come together despite their differences. It's a universal language that everyone understands and appreciates. Kindness is a choice to see the good in others, to lend a helping hand, and to leave people better than you found them. It's a legacy worth leaving behind, a gift that never diminishes, and a light that shines even in the darkest times. By choosing kindness, you not only improve the lives of others, but also enrich your own life in ways that are immeasurable. Failure is an inevitable part of life, but it's also one of the most powerful teachers. How you perceive and respond to failure often determines your ability to grow, succeed, and respond to failure. While society often views failure as something to be avoided, the truth is that it's an essential step on the path to success. It's through failure that you learn resilience, adaptability, and the importance of perseverance. Embracing failure doesn't mean accepting defeat. It means recognizing its value as a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. Failure has a way of humbling us and breaking down illusions of perfection. It forces us to confront our weaknesses and reevaluate our strategies. These moments of reflection are crucial because they allow us to understand what went wrong and how to improve. Every failure is a lesson waiting to be learned, and each setback contains the seeds of growth. The key is to approach failure with a mindset of curiosity rather than shame. Instead of asking, "Why did I fail?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" This shift in perspective transforms failure from an endpoint into an opportunity for self-improvement. Another important aspect of failure is its ability to build resilience. Life is unpredictable and setbacks are inevitable. The ability to bounce back from failure is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who give up. Each time you recover from a failure, you become stronger and more capable of handling future challenges. Resilience isn't just about enduring difficulties, it's about thriving despite them. Failure teaches you that you're tougher than you think and that you have the ability to overcome obstacles if you keep moving forward. Failure also challenges you to step out of your comfort zone. When you're afraid of failing, you might avoid taking risks or pursuing ambitious goals. However, growth rarely happens within the confines of comfort. Failure pushes you to try new things, experiment with different approaches, and stretch beyond your limits. It's a reminder that progress often requires taking chances and embracing uncertainty. The most successful individuals aren't the ones who never fail, they're the ones who fail repeatedly but never stop trying. It's important to remember that failure doesn't define you, your response to it does. Many of the world's greatest achievements were born out of failure. Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His perseverance exemplifies the idea that failure is not the opposite of success, but a part of the journey toward it. When you view failure as a temporary setback rather than a permanent state, you empower yourself to keep going. Failure also fosters empathy and understanding. Experiencing setbacks makes you more compassionate toward others who are struggling. It reminds you that everyone faces challenges and that no one is immune to mistakes. This shared experience of imperfection connects us as human beings. Failure is not something to fear, but something to embrace. It shapes character, sharpens skills, and prepares you for greater success. By seeing failure as a teacher and a motivator, you unlock its potential to transform your life. Taking responsibility for your life is one of the most empowering decisions you can make. It means owning your actions, choices, and outcomes, whether they lead to success or failure. It's easy to point fingers at others or blame circumstances for your struggles, but true growth begins when you recognize that your life is ultimately in your hands. Responsibility isn't about taking on guilt or blame, it's about understanding that you have the power to shape your future through the decisions you make today. When you take responsibility, you stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances. Life can be unpredictable, and many events are beyond your control, but how you respond to those events is entirely up to you. Blaming others or external factors might feel comforting in the short term, but it keeps you stuck. Responsibility, on the other hand, gives you agency. It shifts your mindset from "why is this happening to me?" to "what can I do about it?" This proactive attitude is essential for overcoming obstacles and achieving your goals. Taking responsibility also builds trust and credibility, both with yourself and others. When you admit to your mistakes and take ownership of your actions, you demonstrate integrity. People respect those who can acknowledge their flaws and learn from them rather than making excuses or shifting blame. More importantly, you start to trust yourself. You gain confidence in your ability to handle challenges because you know you're willing to face the consequences of your choices and take steps to improve. Accepting responsibility doesn't mean being hard on yourself or dwelling on past mistakes. It means learning from them and moving forward with purpose. Everyone makes errors in judgment or falls short at times. What matters is how you handle those moments. Do you make excuses, or do you reflect on what you could have done differently? Responsibility allows you to see mistakes as opportunities for growth rather than reasons to give up. Another key aspect of responsibility is taking control of your habits and decisions. Success isn't achieved through one big moment, but through consistent effort and intentional choices over time. Whether it's managing your time wisely, maintaining your health, or nurturing your relationships, responsibility requires you to take ownership of the small, daily actions that shape your life. It's about being accountable to yourself and staying committed to your goals, even when it's difficult. Responsibility also teaches you the importance of setting boundaries and making decisions that align with your values. Saying no to distractions, toxic relationships, or unproductive behaviors is a form of responsibility to yourself. It shows that you value your time, energy, and well-being enough to protect them. At the same time, it means showing up for the commitments you've made and doing your part to contribute to the lives of those around you. Taking responsibility for your life is about empowerment. It reminds you that while you can't control everything, you have the ability to shape your path through your choices and actions. It's not always easy, but it's the foundation of personal growth, resilience, and fulfillment. By embracing responsibility, you take charge of your life and create the future you deserve. The pursuit of excellence, rather than perfection, is one of the most liberating and powerful approaches to life. Perfection is an illusion, a moving target that can never truly be reached. Striving for it often leads to frustration, self-doubt, and paralysis, as no matter how hard you try, you'll always find flaws or areas where you feel you fall short. Excellence, on the other hand, is achievable and deeply fulfilling. It's about doing your best, growing continuously, and focusing on improvement rather than an impossible standard. Excellence is rooted in effort and commitment. It's not about being the best at everything, but about bringing your best self to everything you do. Whether it's in your career, relationships, or personal development, excellence is about giving your all, paying attention to detail, and consistently striving to improve. It requires dedication and the willingness to put in the work, but it doesn't demand perfection. When you pursue excellence, you understand that your best effort is enough and that it will evolve as you grow. One of the key differences between excellence and perfection is the mindset they create. Perfectionism often comes with fear of failure, fear of judgment, and fear of not being enough. It leads to procrastination, as you may avoid starting or finishing tasks because you're worried they won't be perfect. Excellence, however, is about progress and learning. It frees you from the need to be flawless and allows you to focus on doing your best in the moment. This shift in perspective encourages action, resilience, and creativity. Excellence also involves embracing imperfections and mistakes as part of the process. When you're focused on being perfect, any mistake can feel like a disaster. But mistakes are natural and inevitable, especially when you're pushing yourself to grow. Pursuing excellence means seeing these mistakes as opportunities to learn and improve. It's about having the humility to admit when you're wrong, the courage to try again, and the determination to keep moving forward. Another important aspect of excellence is recognizing that it's a personal journey. It's not about comparing yourself to others or trying to meet someone else's standards. Everyone's path is different, and excellence looks different for each individual. It's about setting your own goals, working toward them with focus and determination, and celebrating your progress along the way. This approach fosters confidence and a sense of purpose, as you're not measuring your worth against external benchmarks. Excellence also allows room for balance. While perfection often demands that you sacrifice everything in pursuit of an unattainable goal, excellence recognizes the importance of harmony in life. It's about working hard while also taking care of your well-being and nurturing your relationships. This balanced approach leads to sustainable growth and success rather than burnout or dissatisfaction. By striving for excellence instead of perfection, you open yourself up to possibilities. You learn to appreciate the journey, celebrate your achievements, and embrace the lessons that come with challenges. Excellence isn't about being flawless, it's about being committed, consistent, and intentional in everything you do. It's a mindset that leads to both personal fulfillment and meaningful success. Gratitude is one of the most transformative practices you can adopt in life. It's not just about saying thank you when something good happens, it's a mindset and a way of seeing the world. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant, helping you appreciate the blessings you already have rather than dwelling on what you don't. It's a powerful antidote to negativity, dissatisfaction, and entitlement, reminding you that even in difficult times, there's something to be thankful for. Living with gratitude begins with awareness. Too often, we go through life on autopilot, taking for granted the things and people that make our lives richer. Gratitude requires you to slow down and notice the beauty and blessings that surround you, whether it's the warmth of the sun, a kind word from a friend, or the simple fact that you have food on your plate. It's about finding joy in the ordinary and recognizing that every day offers something worth celebrating. Practicing gratitude doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. Life is full of hardships, and it's natural to feel frustrated, sad, or overwhelmed at times. However, gratitude allows you to hold space for both your struggles and your blessings. It's about acknowledging what's difficult while still finding reasons to be thankful. This balance helps you build resilience, as gratitude shifts your focus from what's wrong to what's still good, even in tough situations. Gratitude is also deeply connected to relationships. When you express appreciation for the people in your life, you strengthen your bonds and create a sense of mutual respect and love. Saying thank you to someone for their kindness, support, or simply for being there can make them feel valued and seen. Gratitude fosters connection, reminding us that no one succeeds alone and that life is richer when shared with others. Another powerful aspect of gratitude is its impact on your mental and emotional well-being. Research shows that practicing gratitude can reduce stress, improve sleep, and increase feelings of happiness and contentment. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you train your brain to notice the positives in your life, creating a cycle of optimism and joy. Over time, this perspective can transform your outlook, making you more hopeful, grounded, and at peace. Gratitude is a choice, and like any habit, it takes practice. It can be as simple as keeping a gratitude journal, where you write down 3 things you're thankful for each day. It might involve pausing before a meal to appreciate the effort that went into preparing it, or taking a moment each morning to reflect on the opportunities the day holds. These small acts of mindfulness create a ripple effect, shaping how you experience the world. Gratitude is about recognizing that life is a gift. It's not about having everything, but about appreciating what you have. When you live with gratitude, you cultivate a sense of abundance, joy, and connection that enriches every aspect of your life. Living authentically means embracing who you truly are and expressing yourself honestly, without fear of judgment or the need to conform to others' expectations. It's about aligning your actions, words, and decisions with your values and beliefs, creating a life that feels true to you. Authenticity is not about being perfect, it's about being real, owning your strengths and imperfections alike, and showing up as your genuine self in every situation. In a world where comparison and social pressures are constant, it can be tempting to shape yourself to fit in or gain approval. You might feel the need to present a version of yourself that you think others want to see. However, living this way often leads to dissatisfaction and a sense of emptiness because you're not being true to yourself. Authenticity, on the other hand, brings freedom and fulfillment. When you live authentically, you're no longer trying to meet external expectations. You're focused on becoming the person you're meant to be. Living authentically begins with self-awareness. It requires you to take an honest look at who you are, your passions, values, strengths, and even your flaws. This process isn't always easy, as it may involve confronting insecurities or letting go of roles you've taken on to please others. But understanding yourself is the first step toward authenticity. It allows you to make decisions that align with your true self rather than what you think you should do. Being authentic also means embracing vulnerability. It takes courage to show the world your true self, especially in moments of uncertainty or imperfection. But vulnerability is not a weakness, it's a strength. When you allow yourself to be seen for who you are, you create deeper, more meaningful connections with others. Authenticity attracts people who value you for your genuine self, rather than for a facade you might try to maintain. Authenticity also empowers you to stand firm in your values. When you know who you are and what matters to you, it becomes easier to make choices that reflect your principles, even when faced with pressure or criticism. This integrity builds self-respect and confidence. It reminds you that your worth isn't determined by others' opinions, but by your own commitment to living a life that feels true to you. Living authentically doesn't mean disregarding others or acting selfishly. It's about balancing your needs and desires with empathy and respect for those around you. Being authentic often inspires others to do the same, creating an environment where people feel safe to be themselves. The journey to authenticity is ongoing. As you grow and change, your understanding of yourself may evolve, and that's okay. Authenticity isn't a destination, it's a way of living that adapts as you do. By being true to yourself, you unlock a deeper sense of purpose, joy, and peace. You stop chasing external validation and start living a life that feels meaningful, fulfilling, and uniquely yours. As I stand before you today, I hope these lessons resonate with you as deeply as they do with me. Life is a journey filled with twists and turns, triumphs and trials, but it's also an incredible opportunity to grow, to connect, and to leave a meaningful legacy. Teach your children to embrace kindness, to see failure not as an end but as a teacher, and to pursue excellence over perfection. Show them the power of gratitude, the strength and responsibility, and the beauty of authenticity. Encourage them to dream boldly, act with purpose, and live with integrity. Above all, remind them that the measure of a person isn't found in their possessions or titles, but in the lives they touch and the love they give. These lessons are not just for the next generation, they are reminders for all of us, regardless of our age or stage in life. They guide us to live not merely for ourselves, but in a way that uplifts others and honors the time we've been given. So I leave you with this: live fully, love deeply, and lead with purpose. If we can pass on these values, we not only empower the next generation, but also create a ripple effect that makes the world a better, brighter place. Thank you.